Hi, this is the Sports View. It's sports and entertainment from a woman's point of view. My name is Delcy D.
And I'm your girl Jazz. And thank you guys for tuning in for another edition of the Sports View. We are very lucky to have with us the very talented Mr. Chris Tavarez. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Chris Tavarez, Atlanta's own actor, Chris Tavarez. Chris, go ahead and tell us where you started. Actually, where are you from? Are you from Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. My family, all of my family's from New York, though. My mom's from Brooklyn. My dad's from the Bronx.
Okay, yeah. So you still could. Well, how long have you been here? Were you born in Atlanta?
Yeah, I was born in Atlanta.
Okay, so he's a Georgia peach.
Born and raised.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't call him a peach.
He's a Georgia hunt, whatever you want to say. He's still from Georgia. He's original. Ain't too much of us around here that's from Georgia, born in Georgia.
Right.
But it's great to have you here. And actually, when did you start acting?
I started acting actually around the age of 8 years old. I started my whole career. I was actually a print model when I was younger. My mom got me involved in that. And around 7, 8 years old, I was in the mall, and a modeling scout actually saw me and said I actually had a better face for acting. And I was a crazy kid when I was growing up, so always laughing and stuff like that. And as soon as my mom heard that, she threw me in acting classes, and here we are.
So you knew you liked it from then. I mean, as a kid,
Exactly.
Some kids, you know, like you said, you did print, or they'll do a little runway, and they're like, this is what I want to do. So you knew that you wanted to be an actor.
I knew it. Every time I watched TV, I would always catch myself, scrutinizing the actors and always saying, oh, I would have done that better, or I love the way he did that facial expression. So when my mom saw those patterns, she saw that acting was in my future, and that's what I love.
So how was it growing up as you guys started very young, 7 or 8? So with school and juggling acting and taking classes and being a star,
Right.
like how was it juggling that at such a young age?
It was actually kind of hard because at that point I was also starting football.
Okay.
So the ego thing was getting to me, and it was hard, telling my friends that I had to miss practice for an audition, for a modeling shoot or to go on an audition. So that was definitely hard. I found myself having to lie a lot to my friends and tell them I was going to do something else. But at that age it was difficult, but of course I matured slowly and got a hold of myself and I stayed straight. So
you said missing practice. What kind of practice is that? What
football
kind of sports
practice.
are you into?
Yeah, just strictly football. That's my love. I started that actually the same time I started acting.
Wow.
So yeah.
So what's your position in football?
I play safety. I can really play anything. I can play linebacker, safety, running back. Just throw me on the field.
Multi-talented here.
Yeah.
Just throw you out there and
exactly. Just throw me out there. I'll hit somebody. Yeah.
Okay, so you started football. We're going to talk about basically you having a scholarship because you're actually going to lean into sticking with school and going to school for football, right, as well as acting.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're going to touch on that a little bit later when we come back. So we will be right back with the Sports View.